Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about scheduling your bridal hair and makeup trial. But stay chic. So follow my social channel to find out about the latest makeup trends, products, and professional hair and makeup tips. You can follow my YouTube channel for the super fun video podcast featuring professionals in the beauty industry. Stay in the know to stay chic. So my name is Kathleen Benjamin, and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. I own a bridal hair and makeup company here in Madison, New Jersey. So what exactly is a bridal hair and makeup trial? That's when you schedule your hair and makeup trial. It's exactly what it says it is, and you meet with the company or the artists that are going to be doing your hair and makeup on your wedding day. A lot of times people have like their mother of the groom, and a whole bridal party that need to get ready on wedding day, and they don't want to have to be scurrying around and from different places and wondering if they're on time, whether or not the weather's bad, if they found anybody. You hire just one company to come in and do the hair and makeup. Wherever that may be, whether it's at the hotel, whether it's at your house, whether it's at the venue and they have a bridal suite there. The company comes, they bring a team of artists with them, they set up their equipment, whatever that might be, their chairs, their lighting, and their makeup and all their tools, and they do the hair and makeup of the entire bridal party. But prior to that, the bride herself schedules time to meet with this company to make sure that, you're so comfortable with them. Just to make sure that you're comfortable with them and you like their work, you know what I mean? That, if there's a couple of minor adjustments, you can do that, but it's not like going to be like, I definitely can't work with this company. They weren't on time. Their equipment was dirty. Like, they really didn't have a portfolio of work. They didn't have anything on Instagram. So it's a good time for you to meet with them and schedule a trial and do it like 6 to 8 months out from the wedding day. So there's just a few things you need to get squared away before you schedule your hair and makeup trial. So first things first, you want to make sure that you have your venue, your photographer, and your dress, and then an idea about how you want to wear your hair and makeup. So whether it's on the beach, or if it's going to be in the winter, if it's going to be like in the middle of July and it's sweltering heat, you need to take those things into consideration, especially when it comes to your hair. So have that stuff pretty much ironed out, pretty much have a good idea of what you're thinking, how your theme is going to be and how you're going to want to wear your hair and makeup before you call the company. Knowing the style of your dress will also influence how formal or relaxed you're going to be wearing your hair and makeup. So research is vital when you're looking for a bridal hair and makeup company. You're going to want to certainly do your work prior to booking a company. You're going to want to go on Wedding Wire, The Knot. You're going to go on check out Instagram, Facebook, and then just read the reviews and make sure that they're a reputable company, that they've been doing this for a while. This is what they do. I mean, some people say that they do this, especially if, you've had a reputation with your hair and makeup or your hair person, right? You've had a reputation with her and she says, oh yeah, we do weddings sometimes. But that's sometimes. You really want a company that knows, 100% what they're doing and that they have a team backed up behind them so they can come in and do the job in case somebody's sick or, something goes awry that day, if you want to add on more people. And then you make sure that they have all those bases covered. So bridal hair and makeup companies book up. I have weddings booked out a year from today. So you want to make sure that you call them and touch base with them and find out what their booking policy is. Will they allow you to book and hold the date for you without a deposit? If they want a deposit, find out how much of a deposit do they want down, and then ask them about whether or not they offer any discounts. If you have a large bridal party, you can't hurt in asking. Most companies will, give you some type of, percentage off if you're, booking, 15 services, So anyway, something to consider. So when you finally do lock down an artist and a company, Talk about scheduling maybe a second trial too, as it gets closer to the wedding date, especially if you weren't 100% satisfied with the hair and makeup at the first trial. It's not uncommon to go back in and schedule a second trial and just kind of make sure that this is definitely what you want to move forward with. So I definitely recommend airbrush or a long wearing foundation. You definitely want something that's going to last, like a long wear that's going to last like 15 to 18 hours. And it's going to look flawless in photos. I would also keep in mind doing a good skincare routine as soon as you do get engaged. If you do have a good skincare routine, that's great, but if you don't and you want to bump it up a little bit, that's a really good idea. You might even want to schedule a facial. But you know what? The makeup is only going to look good as the canvas that it's being put on. So you want to make sure that you're well hydrated, you're using sunblock, and just have to bump it up a little bit. A facial is a good idea a few weeks out, and even like a hydrating mask the night before you schedule your trial. So on your wedding day, most people want to look like themselves. They don't want to look like something that they've never worn before. They just want a more enhanced version of them. They don't want it to be so over the top that people don't recognize who they are when they're walking down the aisle. So keep that in mind when you're talking to your artist. Show them a picture of how you normally wear your makeup. Just kind of communicate with them, what your normal makeup and skincare routine is, so they have an idea of what your comfort level is when they start to apply some makeup. And just so you know, Instagram can lead to false hopes. A lot of those pictures are so photoshopped, and just like so over the top that it's not real. Like nobody actually looks that way in person. Be comfortable with your artist. I know with me and the girls that I work with, my team and the men, we want to make sure that the person that we're working with is comfortable with what we're doing. And so you need to communicate that. Feel free to speak up and just, voice any concerns that you might have if you want anything adjusted. You're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. So with hair, again, you don't want to wear your hair up if you never wear your hair up. If you wear your hair mostly down, you're going to want to look for a style that mostly is going to resemble what you look like on a daily basis. I guess, in the summertime, it can get quite hot, and you also have to take that into consideration whether or not you want to wear your hair up. So, there's so many loose up styles now that it doesn't have to be, flattered to your top of your head so that it doesn't go anywhere. You can have it loosely pulled up, so it's just kind of pulled into the back and up, but yet it's still for the most part down on your shoulders or down on your neck so that you feel comfortable. Again, the best way to communicate how you want to wear your hair is through pictures. That's why Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, the internet, anywhere, and just kind of get ideas about how you want to style your hair, whether it's going to be up or whether it's going to be down. And then when it comes to the front, put your input in. Like, you're the one who's going to be looking at it for the whole day. You know what I mean? Like, so if you don't like your hair pulled up high here, then tell her that. Like, say, you want it pulled low, you don't like the way your ears stick out, or you don't like your ears in general, you're just going to want to pull that lightly over the top of your ears. So those are things just to take into consideration, because a lot of times people come in with a picture that was, on either Pinterest or Instagram. And first of all, they only show you the back of the picture. They don't show, there's no pictures from the front. So that's really left up to you, and it should be tailored to your face and how you typically wear your hair, and it doesn't have to be pulled back tightly. You can leave some of those pieces hanging down in the front, and it won't get too hot. Another thing to take into consideration is your hairstylist, the person who does your hair on a regular basis. You're going to want to discuss with them, if you get color, you want to have, those color touch-ups in order leading up to your wedding day. If you're letting your hair grow, then, express that to them that you're letting your hair grow, and please just to maybe dust the ends. Don't take 1.5 inches off. And then, again, do this stuff at least 8 months to a year out. Don't wait until 2 or 3 months before. I see this recommended in some of the articles that I read, and I'm thinking that's not enough time. You really need to make sure that you can work with a company and, you have your good idea of what you're going to want to do with your hair and makeup. And have that first trial. Take lots of pictures, take those pictures home, look at them, and then kind of, think about it with your dress, the venue, and then, the time of year. So one of the best things for people with dark hair, dark brown or black hair, is to have a schedule like glossing with your hairstylist. It really enhances how the hair looks in photos. It just like gives it such a nice shine. So talk to your stylist about that. So in the description box below, you can download a PDF. It is the top 10 mistakes that brides make when scheduling a bridal hair and makeup trial. So when choosing your artist, make sure that they are a bridal hair and makeup artist, and and they understand the severity of this day and how your makeup and hair need to hold up throughout the entire day. So another common question I get is, do I recommend false lashes? And a lot of times some of these girls have never worn false lashes. So my answer to that is absolutely yes, because it does elevate the look. And you're gonna want to try them out at the trial to make sure, number one, that you feel comfortable with them. And it's very common in the beginning when you first put the lashes on not to really like them, like you feel awkward, you feel like they're too much. But then as the day wears on, you see how it just like enhances your eyes and elevates your whole look in pictures. So that's something that I would definitely, schedule to do at your trial. Make sure that you're comfortable with the length of lashes. There's literally hundreds of types of lashes and different lengths. So again, make sure that you talk to the makeup artist and they understand that, what type of lash you want to use. So comment below, let me know if you're following a theme for your wedding day. And if you have any questions about it, please feel free to ask below. So thank you so much for watching. I download videos every Wednesday morning. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing.